Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today is the 5th project in my top 5 ideas that I did for 2025 that I love the most in no particular order. So this last one involves these tickets that I made using, these were paper and these were washi tapes. This is what I have left of a washi tape version. And you can see that it has been sort of serrated, and that was because I had done stamps with the same concept of putting the washi tape down to make stamps. And this is before my lovely little stamp machine that you saw in my last video, where I used pinky shears. It works just fine to make stamps, but that is the second version. So I'm going to make another go at it. I have pulled some washi tapes, blues, because I have all of those, not all of those, because I recently made the blue pockets, and I have the December snow journal. I figured I might throw some together for January with the blue colors in it, and I'll need some tickets to go with it. So let us begin. All right, so this is so simple. It involves just a thicker, not really, you don't want to use copier paper. This is more of a cardstock, but not too thick of a cardstock. And I chose white on white. I could definitely have put a color on one side, but I thought white would be good because it'll brighten up the washi tape. And then if I wanted to make it's something writable on the back, like tuck it in somewhere, then it's white on the back. All right, so like I said, I just pulled out some random washi tapes and different sizes, and all we're going to do is put them on here, and we're going to do our best to do them straight. And I'm going to make them a little longer just so it holds the paper down, and go from there. I do have some that are kind of bluish purple also. I don't think I've ever used this one. Most definitely. Hopefully it comes off. I tend to stay away from ones with that kind of gold tone on it, but I thought this might be interesting on the side of a ticket. I'll take this piece off, save it for later. Like running down the side of a ticket or through the center, because you got a fancy ticket. Now for these, I like to butt them up, not really overlap, so that they end up being flat onto each other. I think I'll put a skinnier one since I have two bigger ones. Another one I haven't used. So this is the fun of using washi tape for a big project, is you get to use a whole bunch of washi tape, and maybe hopefully ones you've never used before. All right, let's use this one. So it shouldn't take too long to do. I don't like making too big of a piece to start, because you want to be able to handle it. All right. This kind of has like stars on it. Kind of reminds me of a wintry night. I was thinking about maybe putting some beiges or browns on there, because there's browns in the papers. But I ended up sticking with all blue. I thought that would be fine. All right. This just kind of has like half circles. Not even drawn quickly. Kind of folk artsy. Half circles. All right. I got the moon left I haven't used. I have this that has flowers on it. I think once it gets stamped over, I don't think you really notice that it's flowers. I don't think there really is an up or down, so I'm going to put it this way, left to right. All right, and last one. I haven't used that moon one yet. Okay. Not too bad. Actually came out pretty close to the end. Just a little bit over, but that's okay. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to rub it down with a sanding block. Now I know some people have those sanding discs. I do not, but I'm going to do this. All right, I was gonna, I sped that up because I figured the noise on that. I did it for two reasons. First, it kind of really burnishes down the washi tape using the sandpaper, and it takes off a bit of the glow to it so that it looks more like paper. Gives it a little bit more rougher textures, kind of like it's paper for tickets. Okay, so let's pop this sucker off, and I'm gonna just trim. I'm gonna trim the backs instead of folding it over. I've done a lot of these kind of things to make pockets or tags where I make full sheets of washi, and in that case I probably would fold it over just to give some fun on the back. But since these are tickets that are going to be white on the back completely, I'm going to cut them off. Okay, and there she be. Not too bad. I like it. All right, so I'm just gonna put these washi tapes away. All right, I grabbed a couple things that have some tickets on there. I didn't track down. I have a Tim Holtz ticket one. I think that was this one. I didn't track that one down, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to use archival ink. I found that on the washi, if I use my VersaFine Clair, it does this, where it ends up it takes longer to dry, so it did smush. It did dry after. I mean, it doesn't say wet forever, but it took a little longer to dry. If I recall correctly, the archival dried definitely faster. So let us grab this, and let's grab a ticket or two. Let's go with the bus ticket. I have another one that's about the same size. I like doing two of them that they're the same size, because then I can stamp them next to each other. Yeah, that's a good size. All right, shift that over a bit. There we go. It's just a smidge taller, but that will be okay. All right, so you can go one of two ways. You can go long ways so that the strips go up and down the ticket. I like to go this way because you get more of a chance to have more colors through it for that. So I'm going to go that way. And we're going to ink this. I will link, I'm not sure which video. I'll link one of them. There actually has been a couple that I've made stuff out of this. Very fun process. Shift. Want something to push on. All right, we're gonna try to get to the edge, but not totally to the edge. Now, when I make tickets, I do cut them straight, so I don't have to leave a ton of room between them. When I was making the stamps with the edges, whoops, I did like to put them a little farther apart. Yeah, that's cute. I'm gonna do one more set of them. Will they fit up here? They will. Do one more set up there because technically those are completely different washis and will look completely different than these do. I'm gonna bring it closer to me and stamp. Okay, got a bit of a glare in my eyes. It's hard to see where it was going. Very cute, very fun. Okay, so let's drive. Let's get that one back there and see what other ones. I like that one, and maybe there's a taller, skinnier one that I could put next to it. And just do 4 on here, which that is okay. All right, you Too tall and skinny. Definitely taller. How about you? Yeah, see, I want to go. I want to have something. I guess I can do that. We will go that way. Yep, let's do that. I'm going to use that one twice and then that one there. Okay. So like I said, you can go either direction. You can go up and down, sideways. It doesn't totally matter. Cute. You know, the more I think about that, I want one more different because it's going to look exactly the same because it's on the same thing. So I'm gonna put this one at the top and then figure out one more to go there. If it was like that, I wouldn't have been as, you know, wouldn't have mattered as much because, like I said, they're different. This has got the gold streak through it. This one does not. This one's got stars up by Blue Service. This has like Aztec. So they're different. Close but different. Okay, so let's figure out what we're going to put for the last one. Yeah, might as well do that one. You belong over here. All right. So hopefully you get the gist of how these work and be able to make some of your own if you've got some ticket stamps. They are definitely fun and easy to make. And these original ones that I did, I just randomly picked washi tapes. That's sort of coordinated. But they were lighter colors, not too dark for background. In this one, I picked all blues to give more of a theme, kind of like how I did those picket fences, where I picked all blues to have a theme versus random scraps. All right, let's stamp that off and put that on there. Okay. All right, so this one ended up a little crooked, but that's okay, because by the time we go to cut them out, oops, washi tape. I got lots of stickers on here. Got some boo-boo tape. I need to find my scissor sharpeners. Clean these off, but I digress. All right, so, but when you go to cut them out, you can straighten them out so they don't look as crooked. I like to leave just a tad bit of a border around these, but you can leave whatever size border you want on there. And then a lot of times I might not do it when I'm cutting them the first time, but when I use them, I like to just nick the corners off just to give a little bit more finished edge. But look how cute that is. I really do like that sparkle in the center. So like I said, this one's crooked, but when we go to, we straighten the side out. And we're just gonna, this one has like a, what you want to call it, curved kind of ticket edge. Go ahead and curve that. Cute. Yeah, very fun. I like that. I like it a lot. All right, so hopefully, like I said earlier, you got some inspiration to go ahead and make your own tickets or stamps out of it. But using up some washi tape is such a fun idea. And I don't know about you, if you're anything like me, you got a lot. Cute. And just gonna trim that down a little bit more. And when all is said and done, like I said, you got a cute little ticket to tuck in somewhere, little white spot on the back. And because I use the two ends, these are the two different, they're the same stamp, two different tickets, similar, but different. Yeah, I love it. I'm glad I picked this one to do again. I've made it, like I said, a couple times, but I don't see me not ever doing these again. I love them. And they really don't take that long a time, especially when you, like you said, you're using a smaller sheet of paper to start. I could have done just tinier tickets and made more, but you know, that one sheet, we got what, 6 tickets? 7 tickets. 7 tickets out of. Yeah, I love it. Let's show them on a piece of paper so I can see them a little bit better. Oops. But yeah, how fun. Now let's stick a ticket on there. Or take when you stick it on something else. Yeah, cute. I love it. So much fun. Okay, well, that is going to be it for me today. I appreciate each and every one of you that has stopped by. Please leave a comment below. I think I said it in the first video of anything you might want to see in 2026, because it is right around the corner, as they say, and still trying to think of what I'd like to do. So any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. Okay, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for stopping by, and as usual, hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye for now.